Good morning. This video is for my geo students. My dog is acting very weird this morning, so I'm going to take him to the vet hospital here soon. But I understand that we were supposed to have a mandatory Zoom today. So I'm going to see that Miss Felker's still going to be available to you at that time. But also wanted to just discuss with you, what you need to be doing today and this week and what is to come. So we are almost done with chapter 3, which is weather and climate. And today you need to look over unit 2, chapter 3. And we're looking at section 2, which is all about the water cycle. So you guys should be somewhat familiar with that material. But I just wanted to scroll through really quickly because we went over what winds are and ocean currents and all of that in section 1 and different fronts. You guys, if you've not finished that wild weather video, I gave you 2 days last week to finish it. So that needs to be turned in ASAP. But section 2 of our notes starts on slide 21 of chapter 3. So you're just going to simply read through, remind yourself what evaporation is, humidity, condensation, and then remember our 4 most common forms of precipitation include rain, snow, sleet, and hail. Why is it important to go over all of this? You guys are going to be working on a project with me this week called the Apocalypse Project. And it goes over some of the natural disasters that our Earth faces, and you will be creating your own weather report. Something else to note about your slides as well is slide 34 talks about elevation. Remember that this is the height of our Earth's surface above sea level. When you guys did your topographic map Nearpod, it discussed how maps can look at changes of increase and decrease in elevation. Why does this relate to weather? This will definitely be a question on a future quiz, but an increase in elevation causes a decrease in temperature. So when you climb a mountain, it could be snowing at the very top. My favorite example is Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. People don't typically think of there being, ice caps on top of a mountain in Africa, but for every 1,000 feet of an increase in elevation, the temperature normally drops about 3.5 degrees. Okay. So mountains can affect climate, and they can be affected by what's called the orographic effect. So the orographic effect is when moisture pushes up against a mountain, and then it creates precipitation. That happens when the air rises, then cools and condenses, creating clouds that create precipitation. There is a diagram that will show you on slide 37 how orographic effect works. We have what's called the windward side. This is the side of the mountain that the wind moves and rises and causes that precipitation. And on the other side of the mountain, because of the air pressure, that side is usually dry. It doesn't experience that precipitation. So it's a really interesting effect. It also discusses hurricanes and tornadoes. I would definitely look over that. And then it is done. So it's about 19 slides that you'll need to read through and go over on your own. Just as a reminder, again, that this is the water cycle. And then it also talks about some of the weather phenomenons like elevation and so forth. So just look through that. Again, I'm going to see that Miss Felker is available to you for 4th hour. Sorry, 4th hour, you're the only class I'm missing today because of my dog needing to go to the vet. So make sure you do that. If you owe anything, make sure you do that as well. Looking forward to tomorrow, you have a chapter 3 Kahoot. Even if you don't know all the material yet, it's still a really good review to go over what we've learned so far. So don't freak out if you miss a question or two. You're getting points for completion. And then, like I said, you are working on an apocalypse project, which will begin on Wednesday. I'll record how to do that project with you on Wednesday. And then remember, on Fridays, you do have open Zoom with me. So you can come pop in on Zoom 10 a.m. to noon on Friday to work on the project with me, or they are allowing us to have students come in from the academic hour of 12:30 to 1:30. So any day this week, obviously aside from today since I'm not at work, any day this week, if you want to come in and work on this project with me, you are more than welcome to. Just please let me know in advance. All right, have a great day. Thank you for being patient and understanding as I take my dog to the vet today.